Good morning from the Carnival Celebration. Today is a day at sea. We actually thought it was going to be like rainy and windy and gross, but it's not so bad out.
And it's not too windy out here. This is the first time the ship has been moving and it's not windy right here.
We can actually be on our balcony.
We're getting a really late start this morning. We woke up really late, but we're going to go see if we can find a snack at Java Blue. Here's what they have here. They have like a sausage English muffin. And then these sandwiches are like lunch sandwiches. And then they have some snacks like you would find at Cafe Promenade. We're just walking around, we're on the top deck area, and the bolt is like, it's just hanging up there, it's not moving. I don't know if they're working on it or what, but it is just brutally hot today. Like, we've been up here just a few minutes and I'm just already sweating buckets.
I think because there's no winds today, like we were saying on our balcony in our room, it's making the air so stagnant and stale up here.
It is just so hot. I don't know what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna hang out.
There's lots of fun trivia and activities going on, so maybe we'll do indoor things.
And we'll eat a lot.
Yeah. Well, we're cooling off inside because it was incredibly hot upstairs. We found air conditioning. We're in the celebration central stage area.
Yeah, it's they're doing the Build-A-Bear thing right now, but they're gonna do towel folding here later, so.
Obviously we love towel folding, so we had to get a prime location. But we think we're gonna get lunch delivered to us using this really cool food order.
We haven't tried this yet.
Well, we've tried it because we did stateroom delivery.
Oh yeah, but not on the ship.
Yes, so now we're gonna do ship area delivery, okay?
Ship area delivery.
So we're currently on deck 6, and we're in the Celebration Central. It's weird that there's 2 of them, but we're in 6 mid, so I'm gonna do this one. Okay, and we're over here.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna hit continue. Okay, confirming that's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we get to pick what we want.
And we already kind of know what we want.
I kind of want this teriyaki chicken pizza.
I wanted to get the chicken.
Do you want this one too?
And the Korean steak. Yeah,
okay.
Chicken teriyaki and Korean steak.
Because those are weird.
And they're both $6 each.
There's also these other interesting things like chicken tenders. But I don't think we're gonna get any of those.
Yeah, let's just get the pizza.
Okay. So confirming that that's what we want. $12, checking out. Okay, we're adding a gratuity. Good, confirm. 20 to 30 minutes.
All right.
Whoa. Take a picture. Okay. Do I take a picture of myself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so now what?
Order received, order being made. This is like the Domino's. Is Domino's Papa John's?
Yeah, it's Domino's.
And so well, it'll tell us when it's out for delivery.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's 20 to 30 minutes. It's 10:54 right now, so we'll see how long this takes.
I'm hoping that we're done eating the pizza by noon because that's when towel folding starts.
Yeah. We don't have our pizza yet, but we have an update.
We just got a notification it's out for delivery. I'm keeping my eyes on a swivel.
Looking for a Domino's delivery guy.
Seriously.
But no, it says, so we placed this order at 10:53, and it's now just out for delivery.
But look,
30 minutes later.
31 minutes.
Any other under twos?
Late.
In 5.
Apparently they're doing the diaper dash like they do on Disney.
2, 1.
I didn't know this was going to be a thing.
Closed off.
So we got our pizza. It took about 40 minutes. We got the chicken teriyaki and the Korean beef. Is that what it was?
Korean barbecue? I don't know.
Korean barbecue, steak, something. I don't know. Wasn't very good.
I prefer the margarita.
Yeah, just from the Miami slice. I don't know if that comes from Miami slice.
I think it does.
I thought it would have, but it wasn't very good. The steak was so chewy. It's unchewable.
Also, the teriyaki chicken, there was not an ounce of teriyaki sauce on that.
There was not. So I think we're gonna get street eats for lunch.
Supplement.
A second lunch because that's not gonna.
It's not gonna cut it here.
It's not gonna slice it. But we're just gonna wait in here because they're gonna do the towel folding class in 15 minutes.
Nice.
So they're setting up the towel animals right now, and there's a bunch of towel animals right there. So I'm thinking we will be able to participate and make our own.
Unlike Royal,
Yeah.
who lets us watch,
Well,
but not
sometimes it
participate.
depends on the ship, I feel like.
I feel like we've participated in napkin folding, but never towel folding with Royal.
I don't know. Something that I think is really funny though is they put these screens up showing a blue sky, like a cloudy blue sky. If they just put the screens down, we would have that for real, like right now. Like that they're covering up the real sky with this fake sky. It's just kind of funny. Like
Maybe eventually they'll put like the towel folding on.
I know. I think they probably will, but
I get the criticism.
I think it's funny. Okay, good news. We get to make it ourselves.
I went up and I got the towels, and then Brian discovered that there's stuff inside the towels.
There you go. Just take the baby
Made
towel
legs.
and just fold it
We made legs.
into a hard towel. Then you're gonna flip it over. Be very gentle with it. So buddy, for you, what you need to do, you have to take your towel all the way. You're gonna turn it into a half a towel.
Bear.
We did it. We made the bear. It's a white bear, so I guess it's a polar bear.
Right, obviously.
I think we did a good job. It's
Yeah.
really hard to fold it without a big table
Yeah.
or like on a bed.
And it's hard to follow.
It's very hard to follow. But we did it. Oh, and by the way, they're not using the screen. So it would have been really helpful. But we did it. Okay, we're coming to the Lido deck to get some street eats. There's an elephant. We just made him downstairs, so now he's alive. Hi. Okay, here we are at Street Eats. So there's a bunch of different counters to come to here.
Beef, sausage, cheese, and chimichurri.
So we have thyme fries, steamed dream. Looks like this one is closed, I guess. And mad sizzle.
Okay, we went upstairs to Street Eats for our snack of the day. They have like a French fry station for
Yep.
loaded fries. This is like beef and pickled onions and tomatoes, and I think cilantro. And then they had chicken satay with fried rice and I think like pickled vegetables and peanut on top. So I think these look great.
Yeah, I got the same thing. It actually looks good, and it is included. There were two other booths there. There's the seafood one, which we didn't go to, and then the dumpling one was closed. We brought it back to our room because there are 0 tables available.
Yeah.
It's
Chaos upstairs.
It is chaos. I mean, it's a day at sea, but also the ship is poorly designed. So
It's peaceful in our room.
yeah, our room is the only peaceful area on the ship. So we're gonna enjoy it here. So for the past 3 or 4 hours, we've just been hanging out in our suite. I took a nap on this chair for a long time.
I took a nap on the couch inside for a long time.
Yeah, we've just been chilling out. And then we're probably gonna keep just hanging out until dinner time.
Yeah, but I wanted to give some reflections on our Carnival experience.
Our first Carnival cruise.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of hinted at some of our feelings towards it, and I just wanted to be a little more clear. I feel like the crowd situation is an issue on Carnival, at least on this ship. There's too many people and not enough square footage. I feel like the crowd, I know that people say this all the time, but from my past experience on Carnival, I wasn't expecting this, but it really was a party vibe on board, even though it was
It's a
7
7-night,
nights,
yeah.
not 3 nights. I really thought that we would avoid that, but no, the vibe with the passengers was kind of like, I'm here to party, not I'm here to relax.
It's just not the vibe we're looking for, which is like kind of like why we're in our room, is because we just want to like chill out. And when we go out into the public areas of the ship, it's just too crazy, too hectic, too much commotion, too much yelling and stuff like that. And so we feel a little bit trapped in our suite here, which is an amazing room, but it is like we chill out here and we relax, and then like we go out into the public areas and we kind of immediately get stressed out.
Yeah. I also feel like the layout of the public areas is a little bit stressful because the the walkways are too narrow. Sometimes it feels a little claustrophobic and not airy enough.
I mean, just every walkway seems like there's like way too much traffic in any walkway on the ship.
Like people are bumping into each other all the time.
All the time.
Not really saying excuse me.
And then things like you get your burger at Guy's Burger or your chicken at Shack Chicken. There's nowhere to sit at Guy's. You go to the Street Eats or Blue Iguana. There's nowhere to sit. It's just like the design of the ship, and then like the Lido deck especially is. I think it's just a kind of a horrible design where you have so many things in that area right there, and there's just not enough space. And then you have. That's also the deck that the buffet is on, which, by the way, the buffet is a really bad design too. But just everything kind of like leads to that one area, and it's just like a choke point, and it's just too many things are right there. I think they should have moved some of those restaurants, like maybe move Blue Iguana to somewhere else on the ship to alleviate the crowds there.
And then I think finally it's like the ship is only 2 years old, and I feel like we've seen wear and tear on it. So I'm wondering if maybe some of the items are like a little bit cheaper, because like in the theater we're seeing chipped paint and chairs and wood, and there's stains on the carpet. And so are they just not keeping up with it, or was it cheap stuff to begin with? I'm not sure. But I'm not all that impressed. And I really thought that we would be, because we gave it like the best chance possible. We're on the best ship in the fleet. We're on a 7-night cruise. We're in a suite.
Yeah, we really gave Carnival their best shot. This is our first Carnival cruise. We went into it wanting it to be great. We wanted to love it. We did a 7-night on a 2-year-old ship in a suite, and honestly, I feel like I kind of wasted my vacation days on this cruise. And we actually have the Mardi Gras booked, and we think we're going to cancel it. Yeah,
it's around this time next year. I don't think we're going to do it anymore.
No, and I think it's going to be a while, if ever, if we go on Carnival again.
The only way I can see us going on Carnival again is if we really study the Carnival ships and we find one that has a better ratio of like people to square footage.
I've looked at the charts though.
And they're just not, I just feel like.
There's a chart of square foot, or like public square footage per passenger, and this is the lowest amount of square feet per passenger on any ship we've ever done.
That seems to me like the crux of the issues that we're having. Yeah,
basically all of our issues with this cruise are, it's too crowded, and that's partly because there's just too many people on this ship, and it was designed that way. And then the design of the venues and the areas and just the whole ship layout just doesn't work for the amount of people. And it's just, also the crowd is just very chaotic too, and it just stresses us out.
Yep.
And because the crowds and the ship design, also we haven't had the best food. I don't know.
Yeah, we still have a day and a half left, and we're going to make the most of those day and a half, and we're going to enjoy what we have. But I just kind of wanted to give an update about like how we've been feeling, because we've just kind of been like sprinkling in here and there about how we feel, but I feel like I wanted to be more upfront, direct.
Yeah, and normally we don't like do this, but I feel like because this is our first Carnival cruise, it's kind of like us trying it out, and this is what our thoughts were.
Yep.
So now we're gonna take another nap until we have to get ready for dinner.
That sounds wonderful.
Really quick, I don't know. I don't think that's your clump of hair right there.
That doesn't look like my clump
That's not
hair.
good.
No, I don't like that.
I don't know where that came from.
You know, for that reason, I'm gonna go inside, and that's the only reason. Not because it's hot.
Up until today, every time we've come out here, it's been too windy to stay out here, but today, I guess the wind is just right, and it hasn't been windy on this balcony, so that's awesome. So we're ready for dinner, but we came to the gateway because there's something happening.
Well, we read in the planner that there's something called like the time journey in the gateway that happens every once in a while, and we're like, what is that? I have a feeling it has something to do with the windows that we saw at Emerald. but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait and see what happens here. Here's what it looks like right now. We'll see if this changes. Okay, it's 5:14.
I'm standing at Emerald's pretending like I'm looking at the menu so we're not like weird and creepy, like staring at the windows.
I like how we were talking about how crowded it is, and like this is Emerald's is the one place that it's not crowded.
Okay, but turn the camera the other direction and it's...
Yeah, okay, you're right. Also, I think, is this open right now?
I think so.
Nobody goes to Emerald's.
I know, and I feel like they should.
Yeah.
There's a lot of seafood on this cruise ship.
There really is.
Because like Emerald's and Rudi's are both seafood restaurants that you do an upcharge for, and then there's also the seafood shack upstairs.
That's true.
It's a lot of seafood.
Yeah. I see food, I eat it.
Okay, it's 5:15. Were we lied to?
I don't know. Whoa, oh my god.
Hello, I am your time navigator. Activating
I'm scared.
the gateway. Time travel mode.
Are we on a dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom?
The gateway is fully activated. Time travel commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's like Lost.
It is like dinosaurs.
Yeah. So now that sign says 150 million years ago.
Please be advised, guests are not allowed under any circumstances to bring a dinosaur back to the ship.
What is this, Pandora?
Yeah.
He's very nice to me.
We're here,
You might have a question, but flights haven't been invented yet.
so that must be.
Uh-oh.
This is hitting a little too close
Is
to home.
today top like a
This is
pirate
the
day?
tropical depression.
Calling one.
Well, there's a pirate.
Oh
They've taken it too far. Okay, so that was actually kind of cool.
no. I liked it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. There was one part that I thought was a bad idea. There was a part where we were getting attacked by pirates, and I think some people on the ship thought we were actually being attacked by pirates.
Yeah,
so
it was a little scary.
it was confusing because some people were reporting to their muster station because they thought it was a real attack because obviously that's a real threat. But other than that, it was really, really cool.
Yeah, I actually thought we were getting attacked by dragons at one point, so.
But what's actually cool is the cruise director was a part of the narration.
You know, I thought his parts were a little cheesy though.
Yeah, but it's still cool. Like, I bet that's something that they change out depending on who the cruise director is. Like, they record their own
Yeah, that's nice.
part. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Here's where we're eating dinner tonight. It's Rudi's Seagrill.
We were discussing the logo, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I think it's a guy, but look at this plate. It's a face.
I see.
It's so quiet in here.
I know.
We got our table. By the way, this is a specialty restaurant. And underneath our menu are our plates that look like this.
Oh, that's adorable. Here's mine. Scary.
Both of them are pretty scary. But yeah, this is $50 a person.
So on the menu here, it's all mostly seafood, which is funny because I don't really eat seafood. So I'm gonna stick with the like salad, chicken, and then the desserts look really good. So it's time for tonight's dinner time question. In case you didn't know, you can go to viewsandcues.com and see a full list of dinner time questions on there. And it's listed in order of which we ask them. So it's like Allure of the Seas, day 1, and then like Icon of the Seas, day 2, or you know, like they're all listed there so you know exactly what video to watch to get the answer for that dinner time question. But for tonight, it's from Max M, and they ask, when a cruise ship is at full capacity, does it feel really crowded? If so, do you have tips on dealing with the crowds? I want to go on a cruise, but I'm worried it'll feel like sardines in a can.
If you don't want to feel like sardines in a can, don't come on the Carnival Celebration. We cruise all the time. This cruise is the very first cruise where I felt like that.
Like it's crowded.
Like that it's crowded. And we've been on bigger ships. We've been on Icon. We've been on Oasis class, and it doesn't even compare to this.
Yeah.
And I've heard from like people like coworkers and people that are not familiar with cruising say things like, that's too many people in one place. That's too crowded, and I'm always like, it's not like that at all. Like, and you can see from our videos that it's not like that. If you watch our videos, like even on Oasis class or Icon, it doesn't look crowded. But that's not the case here. So that's the first part of the question. Like, does it feel crowded? Normally, no, but not on this trip.
Right.
And then, do you have any tips on how to deal with it? When it does get crowded on Royal, I think we are good at avoiding those crowds.
There's lots of venues.
There's so many venues, like for example, going to breakfast. Like, don't go to the Windjammer for breakfast. Go to the Central Park Cafe, because that's usually empty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places like that that are a lot less busy. But for like this cruise, we haven't figured out how to do it.
Because we've tried a lot of different places and they all seem
I think
busy.
it's impossible on this ship. I think it's impossible, except if you have a suite and you can go to Loft 19. That is not crowded, but everything else is. But for the other tips, I think I don't know. I think like after a couple days on this ship, you can kind of figure out. Like usually the solarium on Royal is less busy. I don't know. What do you think? Any other tips?
On this cruise, stay in your room.
Yeah. What about like on Royal?
I also think that sometimes in the main dining room, we feel like we're like packed on top of people.
Yes.
And a good tip to avoid that is to go to specialty dining. And I know that it is like an upcharge, but that upcharge helps you avoid feeling crowded and to get better food. So I feel like that's a good little piece of advice as well.
Yeah. I thought of one more tip for Royal, and that's if you want to go to the pool, usually at like around 4 o'clock, the pool completely empties out.
Because everyone's getting ready for dinner.
Yeah, and you can have that, like on an Oasis class, you can have all of those pools to yourself around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
The same is true if you want to go on a port day instead of a sea day.
Depends, unless it's Nassau.
Yeah, because Nassau is just a sea day.
That's a sea day, yeah. Okay, we got some house-made bread, he said.
Yeah,
Looks
I think
good.
he said it's like Parmesan crusted.
Yes, and then we got this thing from the chef, which is, what is it?
Neither of us heard what it was, and I'm scared of it.
I think it's fish.
So Brian can have mine.
I'll try
I'll
it.
eat all the bread.
Okay, I think it's spiced tuna, by the way.
I'm not eating mine. But I have a house salad with sherry dressing. It's
Wow.
very thick.
Really? Oh, wow. I got some calamari, and I got 2 appetizers tonight, and I got the lobster mac and cheese, and both of them look really good. Okay, we got our food.
Okay, I think it looks really, really pretty.
Yeah.
The only thing is that they were very serious about taking my mushroom allergy. They called us on our phone in our stateroom earlier, and they were like, "What allergies do you have?" I was like, "I have a mushroom allergy," and I specifically asked our waitress. It was like, "Can I get this without mushrooms?" There's mushrooms all up in there.
Yeah.
So I will not be eating that.
But
the chicken
they'll
looks
swap
great.
that out.
Yeah.
The chicken looks really good.
Yes.
And then what is this?
That's Gruyere fondant.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Do you think do I take it and put it on the chicken?
I don't know. And I got the New York strip steak, and it has cheddar onion rings on top and some sauces. I don't remember what the sauces are, but this actually looks good. And we got land animals at the seafood restaurant.
We sure did. Okay, we have our key lime pies, and I think that the plating is so fun. It like matches the plate that we had at the beginning of the meal.
Yeah.
So it's like full circle.
Wow, so I'm gonna be hardcore judging this key lime pie. This is really funny though. This is insane. And then we got the chocolate cake too.
Where do you think that this will rank in our key lime pie rating system?
After looking at it, I think it might be good. I don't know. It's not green, so it's off to a good start.
That is true. Average.
It's not sweet enough and it's not tart enough.
I agree. It's almost like bland.
It's almost cheesecakey.
I can see that.
This tastes like a cheesecake. This
Yeah.
is like a key lime cheesecake. So because of that, 0.5 out of 5.
Maybe they should rename it.
They should rename it.
Yeah.
This is a 0.
So after dinner, we came upstairs to Loft 19. It actually feels really nice out now that the sun has kind of gone away.
Yeah.
And there's really no wind. It's freaky.
It is so freaky.
But I'm looking out at the beautiful ocean and the clouds, and I'm noticing that this cloud looks exactly like a whale tail on a
Right
carnival ship.
This is our funnel.
I think it is.
There it is.
I feel like, Mother
There it
Nature
is.
supporting our decision of going on this carnival trip,
No.
trying it out,
No.
and then maybe she'll like erase it so that she knows that it's okay that we didn't really love it. I'm a little disappointed in the specialty restaurants.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't recommend spending that extra money on Carnival because like our favorite restaurant was that Italian one, which was $0, and I would absolutely spend the extra $8 to go again. Like I think I would recommend that over the spending the $50 on either the steakhouse or Rudi's. I also think I would recommend Emeril's. I would spend the extra money there.
My thing is, tonight they called us and we said, Kerry has a mushroom allergy. Then when we sat down at the table, or no, at the hostess stand, when we checked in for our reservation, they talked about the allergy. Then our waiter even talked about the allergy. And then she was still served the mushrooms.
I specifically said, I'm interested in this one dish. I know that it has mushrooms in it. Is it possible to take it out? And they were like, yes, no problem. It comes on the side. We'll just take it right off. And I was like, cool, great.
But here's the thing is, we finished our entrees and then they cleared our plates. The waiter never came by to check on our food.
I was fully prepared to be like, could I please get another one? Which is really difficult for me because I don't like speaking up.
But they just never came back to check on how we were doing, and so they just cleared our plates when we were done. And yeah, I feel like the only meal that we've had on this cruise that has been like satisfying was the Italian place.
Yeah.
Like that was that was better than the steakhouse, better than Rudi's. The free Italian place was better than the $50 steakhouse and seafood place. So. Also, my steak was very chewy.
Yeah, it was like
but
tough to chew.
Just overall, the food on the cruise has not been great. But anyway, like we were talking about, like this is the suite area, and there's nobody up here.
It's
So like,
really nice.
this is really how you can avoid the crowds. And we just went to the pool right behind the funnel, and
Very crowded.
packed. That was deck 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely packed. But up here, very nice.
We actually went to two pools because there was the one in the aft on deck 16 and the one in the middle on deck 16. Both were
crazy.
overrun.
Yeah.
And up here it's very calm and peaceful. I will say this is Serenity down here. I don't think it's very crowded here.
It's not. There are people in the pool, but yeah, this is the adult pool. Back here, I don't want to film the people, but then like up here, like that is the suite hot tub, right there. So. That's the one we were in when it was raining.
And it was cold.
What do you want to do now?
I want to see when the next comedy show is, and maybe we can catch that.
Okay. I think what's happening is the wind is coming the same direction we're traveling, and so that's why it feels like the wind is still. Because on the TV it said we're going like 16, 17 knots. So I think we just have wind coming like behind us at that same speed.
It feels really freaky. I've never been on a cruise where it's not windy at all. And it's weird because there's literally like a tropical storm brewing or tropical depression really close by, and I don't understand how it's not windy.
And thankfully, the ship, the captain has steered us away from the storm. Like we didn't actually go the shortest possible route. We actually went around the storm. So props to the captain for that. Yeah,
I think the worst part of the storm is going to be when we are getting back into Miami and we have to drive home like through the storm.
Yeah. We're back in the Punchliner Comedy Club. We were here last night, but tonight we're seeing someone new. What's his name?
Yeah, his name is Mark Sweeney. We got prepared ahead of time. We went to the Cherry on Top store.
Yeah.
I got some candy because...
What did you get?
Well, I already ate one of them.
Yeah.
It's the Nerd's Rope. And look at this amazing thing. This is a gigantic gummy pizza.
Oh
Last time I just got the
gosh.
mini size, but I upgraded.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's kind of nice though is that they do a comedy show in here every single hour. Like 7:45, 8:45, 9:45.
And they do one in here and in the Limelight Lounge.
Yeah.
So like you can see comedy all the time if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back in the room. I thought tonight's comedian was better than last night's comedian, but still not really great.
No. We've trashed this room.
But at least we have the space to do so. Gus! A rabbit!
Wow.
Look at those ears.
Yeah. They didn't teach us how to make that today.
No, they didn't. How dare they?
See, look how fast we're going. We're going 16 knots, but there's still almost no wind. Only 4 miles per hour wind. That's crazy. But the storm is like right here.
Oops, yeah. Like
And instead of taking the path that we took here, like we're going this way because like the storm is here.
The storm is basically taking the path that we took to get here.
Yeah.
So we're taking this other path.
Yeah. But we're still pretty far away from Florida, so we have another day at sea tomorrow, and we will see you there.
Oh, there's multiple layers. This is what pizza is supposed to look like, not what we had earlier.
Yeah. It smells rancid.
I'm excited because the mini pizza didn't have these bad boys on it.
What is it?
It's like a little gummy bear.
Why would that be on a pizza?
Don't ask me.
I don't know why I find this so funny. Why is there an egg?
I don't know. And also there's like little slices of pizza. Pizza.
A pizza topped with pizza. What's better, this or the pizza we had delivered today?